Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. This is part 13 of my Make a Follower Kit tutorial series. Actually it might be part 14. I'm not really, I lost track. But it's the next part that you're going to want to do. I said last episode that we were going to do our weapons and armor. We're just going to do armor in this one because I don't want to get too far out ahead. I don't want to make these videos I'm opening stuff. I'm trying to close stuff. My bad. Alright. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on items and clear your filter. And you want, first thing we're going to do is armor add-ons. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on that. And the armor I'm going to use is going to be light armor. And just because I'm going to find the dragon scale. Where's it at? There we go. Alright, I need boots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate the boots. I'm going to right click and duplicate the cuirass. I'm going to right click and duplicate the gloves. Now I'm not going to give her a helmet. I add like armored circlets in on my followers, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to leave that up to the player to do themselves. Alright, once you have duplicated what you need here, we're going to go ahead and we are going to rename this. I use 00RLB and then an underscore. That way it always appears at the top of the list. So I'm going to use that and I'm going to call this Ravish Boots, and then I'm going to put AA at the end so that I know it is an armor add-on. And I'm going to click on that. It's going to say create a new object. No, because it is a copy. And push yes. Do the same thing with your cuirass, and this is going to be 000 ROB Ravish Armor AA. Yes, and create new object. No, and yes. And for the gloves, same thing. Now you can name it whatever you want to name it. However, I suggest that you put zeros in the front so that you can find it and put the AA at the end. Okay. No and yes. Alright. Now, go up to your 000 RLB Ravish Boots Armor add-on and open that up. And you will see this here. It will come up, and you don't have to worry about none of this over here because it's exactly the way it's supposed to be. Your biped objects, which is your armor slots, those are the way it's supposed to be. What you want to worry about is the female version of this. So we're going to go in here and we're going to go to the biped model and we're going to click select. And then we're going to click edit. And we're going to click on actors, character, name of my follower. I'm going to go to armor, and what I want is the boots _1, just like that, and they show up perfectly. Nice. And we're going to push OK, and that is good there. Now you don't have to do a biped model for this, but since you can actually clear this out. But since I'm not going to, but what's going to happen is if you try to put our armor on in your male character, it's just going to look like dragon scale armor. So we're going to push OK on that, and we're going to push save. And you'll see the list here all changed. Now if I scroll all the way up to the top, I'll find all my armor add-ons here at the top. Next, we're going to do the armor add-on. Same thing as before. go to the female, click select, click edit, click through to your character folder, click in armor, and I want the armor 1. So we're going to go ahead and open that, and that is what our armor is basically going to look like. I know it looks so heavily armored, doesn't it? It's anime armor, yeah. But we also, with this, we also have to do the first person. So I'm going to click select, edit, actors, character, ravish, armor, and I want the first person. And that's what the first person will look like. Although I'm not going to see it, so that's not really a big deal. Unless you actually try to put your follower's armor on, then you might see it. Next, we're going to do the gloves. We're going to open that, and we're going to go to the female biped model, click select, edit, click on actors, follow it through to your character's folder, armor, and I want the glove _1. Just like that. Click OK. Click OK. So that's good. And click save. So now we have the armor add-ons. Next, go up to your armor here in the filter, and on the left hand side, click on armor and let that load up. Now, I'm basically going to do the same thing, except this time I'm going to duplicate the dragon scale boots. Check. I'm going to duplicate the dragon scale cuirass. And I'm going to duplicate the dragon scale gauntlets. Okay. And same thing as before. I'm going to name this. This is going to be, I'm going to rename this. This is going to be just Ravish Boots. No AA at the end. And that's good. Same thing here with the armor. Alright. No and yes. Because these are duplicated files, so we're good there. RLB _ Ravish gloves. No and yes. Alright. Now the first thing to do is open up your armor file for your boots. You're gonna want to rename this. I'm gonna rename this Ravish's Boots. That's good. And this is light, and the weight doesn't matter. The armor rating. Now the armor rating, I usually set this for about 150 for boots and gloves, and then I'll make the armor substantially more. Alright, now what is important here, we'll go ahead there, and we're going to want to go to the armor model and world model, I'm sorry, click on edit, and we're going to click on edit there, actors, character, name of my follower, armor, and I'm going to need my boots GD. That is not a pair of boots. Boots GD. There we go. And that is the world model for it, so that's good. You don't have to do this, and you don't have to put the female in there, but I usually do anyway, just to make sure. Now this is really important. Here in the models, down here underneath this, you'll see where it says Dragon Scale Boots. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click, and you're going to want to click New. And you'll see this form come up here, and you will see your boots AA here. You want to click on that, and then you want to delete the dragon scale boots. So that's all good there. Our keywords are all correct, and we will click OK. And you'll see that everything disappeared over here. This is not a problem. Just scroll up to the top, just like the last one. We're going to do Ravish's armor. So we're going to go ahead and rename it Ravish's armor. And the weight doesn't matter because she's carrying it. And I'm going to do this at an armor rating of 300 as it's double what the boots and the gloves are. And I'm going to want to click on edit for the world models. Actors, character, Ravish, armor. And I want the armor GD, which is the world model. Now, for you guys, it may be armor GO or armor GND or something such as that, but it is the world model, and that is my world model, so that's okay there. And for the models, I'm going to click on new. I'm going to choose the armor, and I'm going to get rid of that there. So everything's set there. Let's go ahead and put the female armor in right here just to be certain. Okay. Now we're going to do the gloves, and we are going to rename this entirely Ravish's gloves. And like I said, weight doesn't matter because you're not carrying it. And armor rating of 150. World model. Click through here to your character and your armor. Gloves. That's great. Do the female version of them just to be certain. Click on gloves. Okay. And now we'll do the model. And we're going to click on the gloves AA, put that in there, and remove the dragon scale. There we go. And that is all done as well. Push OK. And click on save. And that is our armor. That is our armor that we're going to be using. Alright guys, that's it for this part. Remember, until next time, keep your sword sharp, don't be a milk drinker, and always watch the skies, traveler.